Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday, y'all. I want you. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
So, it's been a while since I seen you on live.
I know. Hey, man.
Hey,
I
girl.
haven't seen you in weeks since the last time I was at your house.
Yeah, and then we had to rush out. We had
We was
it had caught us
jugging.
on up.
But this weekend, we gonna connect. So I'm
Honey,
excited.
and you already know how it be when Libra and Leo energy get together. It's the time.
A movie.
A whole movie, like for real. A whole movie.
Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday.
Hey y'all. Welcome to Wine Down Wednesday. Do y'all got y'all wine?
I don't have wine today. I got some water. I'm addicted to the Mountain Valley spring water. Babe, hand
Ah.
me that bottle, please, Jessica, because this a movie and you would
What?
love it.
Okay, you gotta put me on.
Girl, you gonna think you drinking wine. The
Right.
wine that Jesus had
That
made.
Jesus had made. But I'm not drinking wine either. I'm drinking I've been seeing
It's worth it.
that. Okay.
It's girl addicted.
Addicted. I'm not drinking wine. I may be a little not cranberry, Pedialyte and pineapple juice concoction to keep my hydration going. But hey, in my mind, I feel like I'm drinking wine. So
Listen, Pedialyte is bae. Like people, I remember I used to have a weekend, and after the weekend, I would feel off, and
honey,
Gatorade don't do it, but that
mm-mm.
Pedialyte will snap you back. Hey, Morning
Yes,
Exclusives,
I
how
know
you
it will.
doing?
Hey y'all, thank y'all for joining. Well,
Yeah.
let's get into it because we said for our Wind Down Wednesday that we were gonna be talking about soul care, intentions, and what soul care means to us. So let's go ahead and kick that in. Tamyra, let me put you on the spot starting off. Okay, boom. Let's go back to that time we was in my living room and we was like, we want to do a pop-up shop.
Right.
Um,
So
how did you
that
feel? And you know, you can kind of give people the backstory on why we chose soul care and what that means to us and everything.
Oh man. So I remember being in your living room and it was back it up. So about 3 months prior to us first discussing soul care, we both were talking and we're like, look, we're gonna get these life coach certifications, we're gonna start a podcast. And
Mm-hmm.
you brought the idea, and I was like, vanity. I had been thinking of doing that and it
Yeah.
all aligned there. So we ended up both getting our certifications in different places, and we came together and it's like, okay, we got this now. Now we want to do an impactful events for the community to introduce
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, what we're about, and just to connect everybody. So we ended up doing that. We had no name at all, and it just really speaks to how spirit always aligns. So we're randomly sitting there. We look on your coffee table, and in a phrase, there was soul care. And we
Yes.
was like, oh, that's it. We
That's the
didn't have a
name of the
date.
pop-up.
Yes, we didn't have a date. And we just really allowed that to come to us as well, which ended up being on Juneteenth of 2021.
Y'all, I'm telling you, can't make this up for real.
So back in that space, oh man, I was nervous. I was super frantic about how everything was going to come together. I was new on my path as a spiritual life coach, as an intuitive reader in business. So I'm like, what is this going to look like? But it came together so beautifully. And I love to say that it's because we were so connected to our ancestors. Juneteenth is already powerful in itself. It speaks about emancipation. It speaks about realizing that you're sovereign and in your body. So we took that knowledge and that energy and created something that is still impacting me now.
Yeah, and it was just so organic. Like, it was just so organic how we connected with it, and just, I remember the feeling of like once we was kicking off our pop up, y'all. We in the pop up. Me and Tamyra is like here. Jessica sitting to the right on me, and like just randomly, me and Jessica, because you'll be out meeting and talking to people. Me and Jessica look over to each other like, we really doing this. It's really going good. So, it just showed me like no matter what, like just bringing it back full circle with the whole like slavery and what Juneteenth really means. It's like just showed me like once you do it, just keep going and like execute. Like that's what it showed me. Just execute and look how things will come together. Because it's like people were in there shopping. We had all kind of supporters from everywhere. The vendors were loving us. It'd be different. You know, I've done a lot of pop-up shops, and it's been some places, you know, I'd be like, it's cool, but it wasn't giving what it had supposed to have gave. So when we did soul care and how things was, it was just kind of like it aligned and it was perfect. And that just kind of shows the history and soul care when it comes to slavery and just not giving up, pushing through even in 2022.
Come on. Even in circumstances where it never felt impossible, but there was so much that I didn't know. Like as far as like setup, getting vendors, convincing people that our event was worth being a part of.
Right.
Standing bold and being, bosses in that right at that time. Like there was just so much that I was navigating at that time. And had we waited and been like, oh, when it's perfect, when we know everything, that's when we're going to do it, then we would have really missed out on an opportunity to introduce ourselves and to also get it going in our own brands.
No, seriously, I love that. Like, if we waited, because sometimes, like, when you're starting your business or you want to just jump off and you're starting something new, like, your fears can really stop you, like, from just jumping off, and just doing what you need to do. So just, having that partnership, just being like, hey, let's do this. Like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. Guess what? If we fuck up the first time, everything's a learning experience. Like, you can't really mess it up, It's like, you're going to learn something from it. And we've had, like, I feel like we learned some things from it. Some things I know our next event that we decide to plan is going to be different. We're going to do things a little bit different. But overall, it was perfect. So, like, I really, really, really like that. Juneteenth.
Yes.
Juneteenth. Like, what are your plans for Juneteenth? I know we plan on doing stuff, but, like, what are you planning to get prepared? That's why we decided to do the Wind Down Wednesday for today, to get people psyched and prepared. People are not really that psyched, I don't feel like, because it's on Father's Day. So it's like,
So here in our area, there's a lot of events, and no matter where you are, like I would recommend Googling Juneteenth events wherever city that you're in, because there are so many events that are happening throughout the week. I know for us, I'm super excited about this art gallery event Friday night. So that's something cute. And some of the events are with a fee. You can decide, if you want to do that. But there are so many things that people are doing that's free. If you don't see anything in your area, check social media. People are doing live streams. They are doing different things virtually just so you can educate yourself and learn more about what Juneteenth is. And hopefully it'll inspire your soul, because you got to be a warrior to have withstood what those people in Galveston, Texas withstood. longer than what they were supposed to, actually. So
Yeah.
educate yourself. And with that education, I feel like it opens your eyes up to what is going on around us right now. And it shows how we still got a long way to go. So you better be mindful
Of what's going on. Let
Yes.
me ask you this while we talking about this. Like, what did you think about all the shootings that we've been going through lately? Like, honestly, this might be kind of
Look
changing.
at
I'm
me,
like, okay, we
Vanity.
done got the Latinos out, we done got the Latino kids, we done got the elderly black people. So it's like, who's next? We got the Asians in California. I mean, I'm
I
just saying, I'm just
say,
knowing the facts.
yeah, I could be a conspiracy theorist. So what I think should probably be in like a Discord group or
Right.
something like that, because I can go down a rabbit hole. But I am right in alignment with everything that you just said. What I will say is it's the energy of like an agent of chaos. And also like Google things like Manchurian candidate. Google things like that, y'all, just to figure out what's going on, because I've seen so many people who are like, I'm scared to go grocery shopping. I'm scared to do different things. And that's the goal. If
Right.
you don't operate in that frequency and you live and you do what you need to do spiritually, physically, hell, to be at a good space, that's gonna be one thing. But definitely don't allow fear to resonate within you, especially with things that have been brought to us through the media.
Right. Right. Yeah, because I kind of feel like that's definitely what it's trying to do. It's trying to make you like be scared, have a little fear. And that's why we have the soul care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, that's why we have the soul care to like give you different things that's gonna help you. Let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this earlier today, but like, okay, can you tell me your difference between soul care and self care?
Oh,
And
I
how
love
do you
it.
feel about it?
So you want to just jump in?
Let's just jump in. I
So
mean,
to
you know what I'm saying?
me, okay, self care caters to the body. So self care could be me going to the doctor to make sure my health is up to par, making sure I eat well, I exercise, I'm taking care of my skin, I'm loving on myself, getting enough sleep, massages, waxes, just all the things that help me to be okay within myself. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody's definition is different. Soul care, on the other hand, that is all about the way that you feed your spirit, how you nurture yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you pour into your inner being so that you're
Mm-hmm.
able to radiate on the outside. And I think so many times, well, let me ask you, with me saying what my definition of soul care and self care is, with you being a life coach and working with different clients, have you seen some confusion around those concepts?
Yeah, me and you talked about this earlier, but yeah, people be like, oh yeah, like I've been doing my soul care, my self care and my soul care. I've been getting my nails done, getting my hair done, you know what I'm saying? I keep my lashes on, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. And it's just like all of those things are exactly what you like listed. They're just tangible things, like things that you can touch, that you can feel in your hand or whatever. That's not really soul care. Like things that's gonna like feed your soul, make you happy deep within. And so I think a lot of times we kind of confuse the two because we're looking at everything as a surface. And not like really like digging within yourself. It's just like, what do I look on the inside? It doesn't matter what I feel like what do I look like on the outside? It doesn't matter what I feel like on the inside type deal. And it's like, yeah, it does, because that's why you're cat.
Let's. Whew. That's why you went.
Cap.
Yeah.
That's why you cap. And don't that's what they be saying. You capped out. That's
Yeah.
why everything's so capped out, because people just want to make it look good, but it's really not. really what they, supposed to be.
Mm-mm.
Everything good like they supposed to be. No.
It's not. And I love how you said, you are, well, people can be more concerned with what it looks like on the outside. And it's like, that doesn't feel good. From somebody who has been in that space before. Because I remember having conversations with people I respected, and they're like, self-care, self-love. And I'm like, I do all the things that you just described for
Right.
self-care. And it's like, I was constantly in a battle of having to maintain that appearance or to continue to be perfect and look that type of way, while on the inside I was struggling
Like crap. Like, and then
yeah
like, just not even go down a rabbit hole with that. Because then it just starts, when you really start adding up like the expenses to the shit, you just be like, I mean, I believe in getting yourself fixed up for yourself,
yeah
like for nobody else but for yourself, even if you're sitting at home. But it's okay to take a break. Like, I'm taking a lash break. You may can't tell I don't have no nails on. Like, so you got your nails, just to overlay on your nails. Like, it's okay to like take a break and just realize, like, let me save up some funds first,
mm-hmm. Because
and
I'm not
two,
going in debt to meet these
yes,
standards. And that's something that people don't want to be honest about. To have your hair bill together, your nail bill together, to buy certain clothes, certain bags, that takes resources. And if you, like me and vanity, you're trying to build a legacy, you're trying to build a
right,
brand, a business, there's certain collateral that has to happen with that. So it's like, what's important? And even when I soaked my nails off, this is so random, but even when I soaked my nails off, I was nervous because I'm like, oh, well, this gel polish isn't going to last. First world fucking problems.
yes, like,
Shit that's like so trivial. And when I find myself being in those spaces, when it comes to how I care for myself, I'm going to always choose that soul care first, because I feel like that self-care is going to reflect what I do with my soul.
it exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's, everyone wants to be a bad chick, a bad
Yeah.
biddy, whatever you want to say. That's cool with that, and I believe in that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nails, no nails, lashes, no lashes. I'm a bad. I'm a bad. But at the end of the day, like you said, like, sometimes you just have to strip yourself of everything, because those things can be a distraction for you. Like, literally, you could be doing it for you, but it can be distracting you from your goal, because you're
Yeah.
so set on, like, oh, my nails, my hair, my lashes, what I'm gonna wear, the bag, whatever, and it can be distracting from you. So it's always good to take a break on anything. Like,
Too
take a
much of
moment, take a break.
anything is bad. If I sit here and I chug too many of these waters, y'all gonna be checking on me. So it's like, too much of anything is
Anything.
bad. Let us
Yeah.
know in the chat too. What are some things that you all do to promote soul care and self care? I mean, either one, whatever comes to mind. We want to hear
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah, drop it in the chat and let us know what things you do to promote your self-care. Like, some things, like, I have a little list here so we can kind of break it down and talk on it. But some
Yeah.
things that I like to do, I mean, on the top of the list is laugh hard.
Woo! You know we got that laugh life.
Now, like, laughter, people don't realize that laughter is so good to the soul. Like, and I've just gotten to a point in my life where I don't really entertain a lot of like negative energy, like even TV. Like, I don't really watch a lot of TV. People be like, oh, I watch this show, I watch that show. I'm not a big TV person, but that's just because I've always kind of been that way. But also because, like, I don't want to get distracted in what I have going on. And sometimes, like, I'll be so focused on what I got going on that it's like I literally have to have that talk with myself, like, man, it's okay to get lost in a movie. It's okay to get lost in a movie. It's okay to watch a show. It's okay to allow yourself to do that.
Yeah.
And like, I recently just been like watching funny movies, funny shows, like comedy sessions and stuff, and laughing my ass off when I'm sitting at home, because laughter is good for the soul.
I agree. And I think that cartoons are great kids movies, because a lot of times like the kids movies have so much for adults riddled in them. So if you are the type of person where it's like, I need a break, but I'm not trying to bog myself down with like news,
Yeah.
reality TV, go over there to Disney Plus, Nickelodeon, Hulu, wherever, and those kids movies,
Those kids movies.
man, you walk away with major life lessons,
And be
and it wasn't
crying.
too heavy. Yeah,
And I be crying. Like real life.
yeah.
Have you watched the new Proud Family series, like the updated one? Oh my gosh. So
No.
me and PJ, like I had put PJ on Proud Family when it came out when we was younger. But they
Yes.
did the reboot and they have like new series when they're older. Like they're like older teenager, like 16,
I'm
17.
starting tonight.
Yes, and it's so funny. Me and PJ be sitting here laughing, and I just be like, love to enjoy that moment with her because it's like, dang, I used to watch this when I was younger, and now you're like watching the reboot, and it's just Sugar
Did
Mama
they
is
keep
still
the same
hilarious.
song?
No, that's the only thing I hate. Like they kind of kept the same song, but somebody else is like singing it. It's like, girl, bring Solange back.
Where's Solange? And
Bring
where's
Solange.
Destiny's Child being her background?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. B7, B8. Okay, we don't.
No, so is it on Disney Plus?
It's on Disney Plus. Put in
Okay.
Proud Family, and the new episodes will like come on. And girl, it's still funny. Like Sugar Mama is still hilarious. She still hate her son Oscar. Like it's just still a time. So definitely, you want something a little upbeat, little series or something. Definitely put on the Proud Family. You would like
I
that.
sure will.
And it's
I
funny
love the
too.
Proud Family. When I tell you, me and my little sister, we used to watch it and we would sing that intro like we really could sing and be hitting the wrist.
Look,
Family,
family,
family.
family.
Yes. So I know that is going to be a good treat for me.
Yep. All right. So next on the list is savor your food. Cause some people just be eating just to eat.
Mm-hmm. And some people don't eat at all. I love my favorite thing that I think about, and I'd be like, Tamyra, you was out your motherfucking mind. Was when I used to be working so hard and I would miss breakfast, be late having a lunch, didn't have time to get my dinner together. Bruh, like now I enjoy gathering ingredients, even if I have to start my day a little bit earlier to cook my food and to do different things. That for me has been a spiritual experience because we come from a society and a world where it's like you drive through. Do it quick.
Just drive
in the
through.
car. Yeah, and that is not remotely what we were meant to do at all.
No. And that's savoring your food, like really tasting the flavors, really breaking down what you can, taste in it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that I love about PJ. Cause she really be like, Mama. Like I'm like my friend's mom made a cake and she was like, yeah, this is my first time making this cake using this vodka rum or some type of rum. It was like a lemon rum. She was like, it was a lemon rum cake, and she was, this is my first time using it. So I was like feeding it. It got a little bit of alcohol in it, and she was like, okay, and she was like, try it out. She tried it out, and Miss P was like, did I make a mistake? And Phoenix, after she ate it, she said, no mistakes. Period.
It's the Libra for me.
Like, she was like,
for us,
no mistakes.
We are very, like, Venus rules us. So feed us good stuff, buy us nice shit, make us look good. We happy. Yeah. So I can imagine she was like, no mistakes, baby.
No mistakes. Like, whatever you did to this lemon rum cake, you need to do it again, okay? So that's another way. So the first one was lab part. The second one is saving your food to, help out with your soul care. The next one is release energy.
Okay.
Release energy. Okay, so we just had this strawberry moon yesterday. So, like, what are some things that you did or that you do that you practice to, like, release energy?
Oh, so full moons for me, period. I have to release, and for me, it can be taking a good hot shower, journaling. I love lighting candles. Is it like a fire witch? No. I don't know. But I love lighting candles. So just taking some time to be still, to go inward. I purge a lot. Like I love to write my frustrations, my joys, gratitude, all of that stuff. So I let all of that out and then I sleep. The full
Yeah.
moon does a number on me. So for me, purging and releasing involves detaching from what I have to do, like my to-do list, and
Hmm.
actually getting some rest and taking it easy. What it look like for you?
Yeah, that's about the same for me. Like I get a lot of resting done. I learned over the times that when you are like getting into like these full moon stages that you have to get your rest. Like it's super important that you are like resting, you're drinking your water, you're
Mm-hmm.
letting it flow. Like for me, I just try to like really release control because as a Leo, we like to control shit. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm
Hold on.
saying?
What y'all like to do?
As a Leo, you know what I'm saying? We like to control shit, okay? And so I let that be my moment where I'm not controlling things. I'm a little vulnerable, okay? I let my tears fall down, release the tears, like because the Leos, we don't like to seem like we not tough sometimes, like we be like we tough, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
who you talking to, like like I'm saying like that. And so during that time, I really allow myself to feel my feelings because a lot of the times,
Yeah.
like we're like a lion in the jungle, literally. Like we gotta fight off, we gotta sit back and look and pay attention and stuff, and like we don't really get to like process our feelings. That's the reason why Simba ran off.
Vanity, baby, you set that up. You're right. For real. For real.
He ran out because he didn't know, like he had to. I mean, he ran out because the uncle said run far, far away and never come back.
With his conniving tail.
With his conniving stuff, but like when Nala came back to get him, he didn't want to come back because he's like, dang, like I get to like experience my feelings here and I don't have to be responsible and I can release and I can away all through the dang
Yeah.
on jungle, you know. But he eventually went back to his responsibilities. So
Yeah. You know what? I love the way you broke down that movie. Plug that later for something that we can do. Because I really
definitely.
like that. But I think, with you talking about being vulnerable and releasing your emotions, like by the time you get to the full moon, do you feel like there's so much that you have kind of suppressed or bottled up that you have no choice but to
Yeah, because I just feel like with anybody, no matter what sign you are, whoever you are, like eventually if you don't let go of something, the universe is gonna do it for you.
Ooh, every
Like
time?
every time. And my thing, the only thing about that with being a control freak, because
Hmm.
there's a lot of control freaks out here, with that, it's kind of like you leave it up in the air.
Hmm.
Because like God, the universe will give you the signs to let you know what you need to do, and if you continue to ignore them, then the universe is going to make the decision for you, and you never know if it's going to be good or bad.
Yeah. And I think like when you say make the decision for you, like to really frame it to me, it feels like things get so uncomfortable and unbearable
Yeah,
that you have no choice but to make a change or walk away
that's
because
exactly
it's
what I
that
mean.
uncomfortable. Because, sometimes when we start saying like things will happen, people get nervous, but it's like, no,
Yeah,
you felt that where stuff bubbles up so high you can't breathe.
exactly. And that's what I mean. Like it bubble up so high you can't breathe, and now you've lashed out, and now like now there whatever point that you were trying to prove, you didn't prove it, because now they're just gonna look at you like, oh, well, you're the one who blew up.
That was the outcome.
Yeah, you're the one who lashed out. You know, no one really sees that you was being poked the whole time. So it's kind of like, with that allows you to just release. So when you get to that full moon, I feel like every time for me, and I've noticed that every time on the full moon date, I'm at the process where it's like, okay, I forgave you, or I forgiven myself, or I just forgiven this situation, and I'm moving on. And I feel like for me, that's what full moons are about. It's like forgiveness for what I went through in my last cycle, and just allowing me to learn from those things, and then just moving on.
I totally agree. For me specifically, like this full moon, it was in Sagittarius, which is my rising sign. So that's all about like that action.
Yeah.
That's the element of me that needs freedom. Like I don't do well being bogged down by certain things. And I feel like this full moon, I was forced to really make some decisions on if I wanted the lesson to get to a place where it was unbearable, or if I've learned from the past and I know the patterns, and this is my moment to bow out gracefully, release, so that I'm able to be prepared and ready for this new moon, because the cycle starts all the way back over.
All the way back over. So, I mean, that's good. Like, I really feel like that's good. And we said, what's that? Releasing energy. So that's really good. That's some ways that you can release energy, and how you know when you need to release it, you know, compared with the full moon. So just for people.
Oh, one more too.
Okay.
So with releasing energy, sometimes it does also involve physically releasing it too. Because sometimes I talk to people and they're like, well, I don't really know how to meditate, or I tried to meditate and I was overthinking, am I doing it right? So sometimes releasing energy could be you taking a walk, taking a run, doing some yoga, stretching, just literally extending your body and physically doing that release. And that can definitely be beneficial as well when you mix that in with drinking your water.
Yes, drinking your water, putting your feet in some grass. It's getting hot outside. Like really going, you know, we from the country, we Southern girls. Put your feet in that grass.
Yes.
Okay.
Get barefoot. You're not too cute.
You're not
to
too
walk
cute.
barefoot.
Like stand out in your backyard, whatever. Go into wherever you need to do. But like just kind of releasing yourself. So I really like how you kind of like piggyback and slid that in there, because that's definitely it. And for me, take a laxative, honey.
Come on.
Get rid of
all
that.
That's what I like about you, Vanity. Every time. Tell us more. Why is laxative relevant?
Take a laxative. Get you some smooth ease tea. Take you some stool softeners. Like drink your water. Like get all of that right on out, honey. It's super important to get all of that shit out. Okay, literally.
So many people are full of shit, literally. And figuratively.
And then my thing is, they so full of the shit literally that it just starts to spill over in their everyday life.
You got shit coming out your mouth when you talk. You got wait a minute. You got shit coming out your mouth when you talk. Figuratively and literally.
Get it on out of you, baby. Because sometimes you just got to get it on out of you. And it's super important. People don't be realizing like you're really walking around with your stomach bloated. You're really walking around with your skin not clear. You're really walking around like with a smell or whatever. Like detox yourself. Like literally, that's a way to release energy. Get that on out of that. You like even with your hair. I was having a conversation with my cousin and he had dreads and he cut it all off. He was like, I sometimes miss my dreads. I said, yeah, but that's not you now.
Yeah. things change. I
Yeah.
agree. And I am the queen of, I've done brush cuts so many times in my life. Like, I will
Mhm.
completely cut it all off and start over. Or I'll do like something like a little pixie or whatever. But
Yeah.
I have to do that, I know, at least every 5 to 7 years, because it resets my energy.
Yeah. And I really believe in that. So, okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. The next thing on that list is attract your dreams.
Okay, so wait. I like how you said attract, because a lot of
Because they
times
had
people
it
be
as
like,
like chase your
I'm chasing a
dreams.
bag. So why did you change that out? Like, why did you word that like that?
Because you don't chase nothing. That like I love Meek Mills, but we not dream chasers. Like that's like so like we have to deprogram our mind for thinking that we gotta chase our dreams. Like anything that's like everything that you need comes to you. You don't have to chase it. And it's literally supposed to be effortless. It literally supposed to come to you with ease. So if you're out here like trying to chase a man, chase a nigga, I done said this so many times, chase a house, chase a car, chase so much things, like you're just putting yourself further away from what you really want.
Right. So for you, because I like how you talked about different examples of what we are told to chase. And again, and I say this every Wind Down Wednesday, we are on social media. This is where we connect. This is where we, interact. We see what's going on in popular culture. How do you protect your spirit to not go into chase culture?
Staying present. Like just
Mhm.
literally staying present. I just had a conversation with a client about this not too long ago. It's like staying present. Like sometimes we get so caught up in our fairy tale mind. Like what things should be, what they could have been. We living in the past, we living in the future. We like, but we are not even in the present. We're literally just robots in the present. Like we're literally just waking up all day, every day. Like that's literally what we're doing. Like, and it's like, what did you like? Did you pick up on anything today? You know what I'm saying?
No.
So my main thing is just making sure that I stay present. Like, so I'm not getting caught up into like chasing what's not even meant for me. Because like I said again, we get caught up in the fairy tale mind,
Yes.
thinking that this is
Heavy
how it
on
should
what's
be.
not meant for me, because
Not meant for me.
we
And then you
all
get
have,
mad when it don't work out the
come
way you want it to
on.
go. Now you mad.
And that wasn't even your aspiration for real. That wasn't
No.
even, I asked somebody that today. She was like, what did she say? She was like, I make really good money. And, I just want to make more. So I was like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with, making more money and being abundant. I was like, so what's your reason behind it? And she sat there for a minute and she was like, nice things, cars, different
I
things
had a
like that.
conversation like that today too.
Yeah. And, in that moment, I'm going to be honest with you, because I know my biggest challenge, because I'm up here all the time. Like, I was looking at my human design the other night, and my third eye is defined. I can see my throat chakra defined. So I be having to remember that it's not wrong to want those things, but I just be want to know why. Why you want
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Is it because you just want it? It's gonna make you
Yeah. Well,
happy.
see, like it's crazy, like you said it, because I had a conversation today, and it was kind of like, she was just like, I want my man to be this and to have nice things, and I was like, well, be more specific, and she was like, well, I am being specific with the conversation with it, but then I become picky, and I was like, well, what are you picking about? And she was like, yeah, I want him to have money, this, and I was like, well, that's not making sense. Like you're really not being specific. You're just really chasing the money. I said, you
Yeah.
can literally do everything by yourself. You don't need a man to do anything for you. You want a man to have money. You don't need a man to have money.
Hmm. That
So
would
it's
be
just,
nice.
yeah, that would be nice. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what about that man do you want? Like, do you want him to, how does he treat his mother? How does he treat his kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does he treat himself? Like, does he
Heavy on the
self-destruct?
how does he treat himself?
Yeah, like, how does, like, are you being specific with what you're asking for? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh no, I never thought of it like that. I said, because you might meet a man that he may not have all the money, but he's a great ass fucking man. So you're
Come
gonna pass
on.
him up because he can't buy you that purse? Like, that's not, that's not making sense to me. So it's just
Future
like,
Hendrix said, don't worry about the money. The money gonna come.
don't worry about the money. The money gonna come. And that's what I mean. That's why I changed it from dream chasing to attract your dreams. You attract everything. Like, that's one thing I can say about me. Like, that's one thing I live by. Like, I will mess up a bag and get that bag right back. Spend a check and get it
Right
back.
back.
Spend a check. I will. And
Every
guess what?
time.
Every time. But I know that it's going to come. It may be a lesson in me fucking up the bag.
Right.
But guess what? I know next time I get it.
Yeah. And to
on.
me, I feel like when it comes to money, money is the product of all this stuff that we've been talking about. Soul care, self-care,
Yes.
releasing energy, cherishing your food, put nutrition into your body. Like, to me, money is the product of that stuff. If you are able to master a certain level of awareness about yourself, your standards, what works for you, what doesn't, I promise you, if you stand on that, the money is gonna come every time.
God. Stand on it. And that leads me to the next thing on the list. Honor your boundaries.
I'm gonna let you take that one. So how did that make the list, Vanity? Because I'm not doing this today. I'm gonna do this today, but I don't want to do it right now. I want you to go first.
I'm just saying honoring your boundaries, like holding people accountable to what they say they're gonna do. Holding people accountable to what they say they're gonna do, and holding yourself accountable to what you want them to do for you. Like, literally, it's about teaching people how to treat you. Literally, that's all it's about. Accountability.
I agree.
Like, when you take everything out, it's just like you have to teach a person how to treat you. And that's exactly what, like, quick story, like Phoenix. Okay, boom, she's in preschool. She had a little girl that didn't like her because Phoenix is smart. And she was used to being the smartest girl. And then Phoenix came through, and now she's a smart girl. So, like, the little girl didn't like her, so the little girl punched her in the eye.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the little girl they had split them up in a classroom and everything. She went to a different class. They was on a thing. Phoenix was like, I want to play with you. Phoenix was like, I don't want to play with you. So she got mad and punched Phoenix in the eye. So, of course, I talked to Phoenix about that, and I was just like, really? Like, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, and I said, did you hit the little girl? She said, yeah, I hit her back. So, boom, okay, cool. Now she's in summer camp. Now she's in summer camp, and she's like, yeah, a little girl hit me yesterday. Now, this is only day 2 of summer camp. She said, like, a little girl hit me yesterday. And I was like, oh, okay. She said, I was like, what did she mean to? She was like, I don't know, but she got in trouble. I was like, okay. So then she comes today. So that same little girl hit me again today. I said, tomorrow, if that little girl hits you, you better hit the fuck out of her. You better knock her out. That's 3 days in a row. Like that, and I just had to break it down to her. I said, that's how
the knock on that third knock.
And I told her, if you don't, I used the one that my mama used on me. If you don't beat her up, I'm gonna beat you up. Like, cause you're a little Libra, and that's how like the bullying starts. That's exactly how it starts. Like, they mess with you one day, oh, then they mess with you another day, oh, and then the third day come, oh, and now you're just, no, ma'am.
Let me tell you something. When PJ get tired,
and you know what?
It's gonna be dark.
No, let me tell you, because she already told me, she was like, yeah, mama, you right, because you know what? I'm going to stand up for myself. I said, and as you should, sis. As you should.
What's her chart? Have you pulled PJ's?
I haven't pulled her full chart. I just know she's a Libra. I need to pull her full chart and figure out what her moon
I want to know who she is emotionally. Yeah. Because emotionally, I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, me too. And Scorpio. Alexa, play Revenge by Mariah the No, I don't even have Alexa. I've been
Not again. But I do think, it's important for you as a mom. And I love how you are being open with the conversation and you let the conversation progress, which is huge for you and your personality.
Yes.
You let it progress, and now you coming in and you like, all right, cub.
Day 3.
Right here.
Day
Jessica
3.
over here. You should see Jessica's face, honey, because you know how she would be too.
Day 3. I said, now this 2 days. She don't mess with you for 2 days, boo. The 3rd day, I said, you better hit her and hit her hard too. Don't just give her a little soft hit. Hit her hard to let her know don't play with me like that.
And that's the justice. Oh my God. So PJ sitting there in the middle of the zodiac, big Libra energy.
Right.
And the lady who you had put me on to, Amin Ra, Sarah.
Yeah.
She always talks about how we sit in the middle of the zodiac. We are great with assessing all energies because we right there in the middle. We get both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that with that judgment aspect, them scales, as PJ gets older, she's going to understand how to weigh it. Because
and she's just figuring out her little powers right now. And I know she is, but I'll be like, girl, look, you're not about to be letting people hit you now. You already let the little girl hit you in your eye. Then you about to go to the summer camp and let no, ma'am. We not even. Because then I'm going to have to come up there with my big lion roar, and we don't want to do that. We don't
on the playground.
On the playground.
On the playground. But
where your mama at?
On the playground. Like, did y'all hear about being
and her daddy
on the playground?
On the playground, where your daddy?
Because both of y'all bossy.
Virgo and Libra. I'm asking for the mama. He asking for the daddy. Where they at?
Y'all ready? But that goes back to those boundaries. And like for me, I have been really paying attention to my boundaries with myself. Like I've kind of gotten to a place where I get it with other people. Now it's the boundaries that I have been creating so that I'm able to be successful in my own right, to be spiritually aligned. So really making sure that when I set this boundary within myself, so if my boundary is to make sure at a certain time at night, I'm shutting things down, I'm being more present, I'm sticking to that. Like, I've been in a space lately where it's like I haven't been talking a lot. Like, this has really been an inward time for me. I get on social media, do what I got to do for my business, and I'm literally back off. I am getting up earlier. I'm doing different things. So to me, those are many personal boundaries that work for me. So that I'm able to,
And that's so important, though. No, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's so important. That's why I said setting the boundaries with yourself and with others, because, like, that's just teaching you how to treat yourself in soul care and how other people to, like, treat you. So I love how you said that, like, just holding myself to, like, shutting down at a certain time. Like, I really feel like that is important. Stop looking at your phone sometimes. Stop scrolling. Turn the TV off. That's how you remain present. Like my friend, she was having like a slight panic attack. And I was like, so you have some peppermint or something? And I said, pop something in your mouth. You need a blast of flavor to bring you back.
To bring you back in your body. And I've spent my favorite Erykah Badu lyric, and it sits free in my mind, is I don't want to time travel no more. I want to be here on the bag lady. And I can travel. I'm air. I'm floating. I'm doing a lot of different things. And for me, just being consistent with that's not priority right now. You are priority right now, Tamyra. Your healing, your transformation, that's priority. That has been so unfamiliar to me. It's been uncomfortable at times, but those are the type of boundaries that I'm putting in place right now and I'm sticking to, and it feels
I love that. I love it because with you being air, you float above, and we talk about that a lot sometimes. You be like, I said, Tamyra, you know how to float above. I just like to burn shit down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why y'all see me. I'm at the lake, I'm at the water, pool, beach, something like that, because I need the water helps balance me out. You know what I'm saying? It helps like keep me where I need to be. Cause me, I just want to set it on fire. You know what, Alexa, play me on a firebomb.
Yes, God.
Yes, God, I don't even got Alexa, okay?
Oh my God.
No
When you
Alexa
said
over here.
firebomb, what I envisioned, Vanity, was an arsonist. Is that
Because you know what?
very
You be
childish?
watching too much ID channel. You ain't
Yeah.
never be sitting over there watching the ID
Yeah.
channel, watching motherfucking American Horror Story, Killing Channel. And
I saw you and I was like, oh my God.
that's why I used to be addicted to the ID channel, and I stopped watching it because I got so into the people. Like, I started Googling the real people,
Oh,
Googling
I
their
did
life, like started researching who they are, what they really look like, what their
it. What
daughters
they
look
look like now in jail.
I had to stop because I started getting in too deep. Can't think about giving it up. Alexa, play Trey songs.
Chat. Oh, next. Wind down. I want to talk. I need to talk about Trey. Write that down.
Okay, next one down.
Parking lot
Boom. Next one down, we got us some of our topic because I want to talk about Kevin. Gates, that is. Kevin Gates,
exactly
that
who you're
is.
talking about. Kevin, I don't like it when I get my lick back.
Hey, I want to talk about Kevin. So boom, we can definitely come through and talk about Kevin and Trey and a little R. Kelly.
Remind me to tell you something later.
Okay, so tell me something later.
Jessica, stop laughing.
Because
I got to tell you something later about that. But I do want to touch on that because with the people that you just named, like there is a common letdown that I think is worth exploring. And it goes deep. It really, really does. Okay, so what else is on the list? Because I know we're getting close.
We're still on the list. We're gonna get it popping. Y'all been joining in our live a little bit later. Do we need to push the time back?
We can
push it back because
let us know if 7:00 is way too early for y'all. I know it's summer. The sun is just now going down.
You
so
know what
if we need to go later, let us know in the chat, so inbox us. Tell us the truth.
Tell us the truth because we're going to post it on our Instagram. We'll post a link on Facebook so you can come to our Instagram and watch it. And I know that that's probably where we're going to get a lot of our views and stuff from. But if y'all be like, hey, I really want to catch up on the time, I want to watch it live, then let us know for real so we can push it back. Even if we got to do like a turn up, we definitely can do that.
Yes.
But what's next on this is surrender control.
I think we've been talking about that.
That's it. Yeah,
the whole time. Yeah.
Okay, after that is connect.
Okay. So connection. What does that look like for you?
Well, it's this girl. Her name's Intuitive Talk with Tamyra, and she had been talking to me about my North Node one day, and she was like, "Your North Node is in Aquarius," and I was like, "Aquarius energy, like what?" And so I started researching what a North Node was and what that means for me, and like what Aquarius energy is. And it told me for me to be successful, I need to connect. So, and it just means like I need to like connect with people. I need to like not, allow other people and new opportunities into my space, like use different people for different things, and like release and be connected with people and not be so like I don't want to deal with y'all like that. Because, I don't really like people, but I like people. So that's what it looks like for me.
This is so dope. Like, I'm excited because I do recall you being like, Aquarius energy.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about the North Node, though. When you figure out your North Node, and if that's something that you're interested in, definitely let me know
Quick
so I
plug,
can
quick
plug, because we always talk about our sun sign. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. It's other prominent placements that if you know them, that North Node, you can change the game. And for me, so my connection looks a little bit different. So my
Okay.
North Node is in Aries.
Ooh,
So
another
naturally,
fire sign, honey.
right, naturally, I am the type of person where I do good in collaborations, partnerships, that type of things. So connection for me is actually connecting with myself
Yeah.
and trusting my ideas, working on different things solo, because I'm so good being in groups that if I
Mm-hmm.
really want to connect and really learn more outside of what I've learned from groups, I got to kind of go inward and connect with me. And that is sometimes the hardest thing. If
Yeah.
I could take you, we could lock arms and go through everything together, Vanity, and do everything together. That would be so fun for me. But I know, stop laughing, because I really am like my kid buddy type
Yeah,
person.
like, oh, come on.
If I love you and I like you, I want to be like, I want
Locked
to do
in.
everything together. But for me, connection has been connecting with myself, connecting with God,
Mm-hmm.
source, my ancestors, and I'm learning that I got some good stuff.
Yeah. I'm learning, like, I got some good stuff and I need to just put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really need to do more. Let people see my face, really see my personality, really connect with my clients and just like my people that I influence. So that's why I'm gonna be doing a little bit more things for that, because that's what Aquarius energy is about, and I'm learning about their energy. So shout out another quick plug, okay? You know what I'm saying? Sanitarian Talks with Tamyra, book you a session.
And book
Okay.
with Vanity, like she said, she's at a place where her brand is elevating to influencer as well as life coach. So if you are trying to connect, like seriously, if you're trying to learn how to be social, how to live your best life, adoring your life with
Mm-hmm.
Adore Coach Vanity.
Sound like a movie.
A movie. Just a movie. Okay.
So
Period.
seriously, like there's beneficial elements to what we both offer. We have a lot planned.
Yeah, we have a lot
A
planned.
lot.
For us, individually and together with soul care and different things that we plan on trying to do. So look out for that. But again, like, don't be afraid to reach out to us, ask us questions. Tell us what you want more topics of. And we're gonna be, back to doing our wind down Wednesdays. We had took a break. I took a break. I had a baby, and play Nicki Minaj.
Come on, Nikki.
You know what I'm saying? I just had to let y'all have
Now
it.
we go up.
Okay.
That's what we're doing now.
That's what we're doing. So we're gonna be back to doing that. But it's been real. We've been on here for an hour. Normally I be cutting y'all off at 30 minutes, but y'all was just coming in slow. Y'all was trickling in slow today. So we gave y'all an hour of this greatness. We do have a couple more things on the list, but I feel like we could tie that in to our next week's topic when we're talking about Kevin Gates, Trey, R. Kelly, and
who
tie
else
that
can we
into
add to that list?
Yeah, we gonna add to that list.
Because there's a list.
No, there's a list, and let's add to it, because if y'all know more celebs that y'all want to, like, even couples, because even with that Lori Harvey,
I like Lori.
I like Lori. I love Lori. The GOAT.
I like her.
I love it.
I like her. That's all I can
If she
say.
like it, I love it. That's how I look
Right.
at it. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about that on our next Wind Down Wednesday. But we're not gonna hold y'all up. We will talk about discussing the time. So if we do decide to like change the time, we'll have that updated in our flyer. But other than that, you guys, have a good one. Adore your life.
See you soon. Have a good one.
Bye, y'all.